So, we are starting a new series that is, I am peace and happiness. Why I said so? Do we love peace? If yes, then peace is our essential nature. But if it is our essential nature, then we do not live in peace 24 by 7. The essential nature of a sugar is sweetness. You put it into the candy, you put it into the ice cream, you put it into a dessert, sweetness remains. In fact, that is the goal of any meditation or mindfulness. But it is a self-discovery. It is a self-discovery. Means what? Means what it finds out, it discovers, meditation and mindfulness discovers the real self. As I explained you, the essential nature of a sugar is sweetness. That is the essential nature of a sugar. You can find the cube, crushed powder, candies. Same thing, we all are here. Different names in the shape and the age, but the essential nature is our real self. That is the goal of any meditation and or mindfulness, according to the teachings of the Eastern wisdom. So when we say Eastern wisdom, it includes yoga, meditation, mindfulness, tantra, kundalini, mantra, and more than 52 groups of practices according to the tradition. It has 3,000 texts. It has 3,000 teachers. We are not talking of best-selling authors in the modern world. So those masters lived in the Himalayas, in the forest for years together, and the knowledge was revealed to them. And they scribed it. So that is why we say these principles are revealed knowledge, cannot be changed by even the Einstein. Forget about that. So if we learn and educate our mind based on the teachings of those teachers, those great masters, then only we can get the essence of, what is mindfulness and meditation. Welcome, Terry from New York. So now, first understand, and then I will give you a brief of today's text. You might not have heard about it. The name of the text is Panchadashi. And before I go into detail, a brief of this text, let us understand what is our natural seeking. A human being is a seeker of permanent peace, happiness, love, wisdom, and the truth. We did not learn it from our parents, from the school, from the society. It is inbuilt. It is inbuilt. Now, ask the question, simple question, where the peace, happiness, love, and wisdom are located. If it is located in any object, in any person, in any gadget, in the money, have you seen the stamp of happiness in a dollar note? Have you seen the stamp of happiness in your honey? It is within all of us. So there must be a method, a means to discover that permanent peace and happiness. This is what meditation and mindfulness is. I'm not going what is popular in the Google. So, first thing, that we are the seekers of peace and happiness. Second part, ask the question, if it is within me, where I am searching peace and happiness. I'm searching peace, happiness, love, and wisdom outside. What we get? We get pleasure. What is pleasure? It's a temporary happiness. It is short lived. So, the moment my mind desires, gives a stamp of happiness, take an example of pasta. It gives a stamp of happiness on the pasta. I get it, I eat it, I get a temporary pleasure, a short lived happiness. Mind, that is why the mind is wandering. So, mind runs after the second thing. Oh, this pasta cannot give me the short term pleasure, hence, I should search something. Replace the pasta with, no, honey, now I have lived with you. No, I've always given example of Bill Gates, genius, $127 billion in his professional life. What about his personal life? He said, I lived loveless life for 27 years. Why? Because I'm searching happiness and love outside. Not possible. It had never been possible to anyone in this world. That is why mindfulness or meditation. I will talk about both. What is the difference and how they are? So, this text is known as Panchadashi. And Panchadashi means 15 chapters. 5 chapters, it talks about absolute existence, truth. That is how we explain. What is the ultimate goal of meditation, meditation or highest mindfulness? So, according to the traditional wisdom, the master says, I should realize I am Sat Chit Anand. I am absolute existence, consciousness, and bliss. So, 5 chapters, understanding of existence, 5 chapters, understanding of consciousness, and 5 chapters, experience of what is permanent happiness. What is permanent happiness? So, Brandy, I have started a new series. You might have seen. So, this text explains with a clarity what is absolute existence, what is absolute consciousness, what is absolute bliss. Don't take your mind back to the bliss, when you define the bliss on Google. We are saying permanent happiness that is located within you. Normally, we translate bliss as sensual pleasure. No, don't go there. Don't take your mind there. So, 5 chapters of each. And that is the series we are going to understand what exactly it means by existence, what it means by consciousness. When we use the word consciousness in Eastern wisdom, not in modern psychology. I'll compare that also gradually. So our master says that absolute existence, consciousness, bliss is our nature, like the sweetness of a sugar. Wherever the sugar goes, there is sweetness. But we do not live into that peace and happiness, love and wisdom. Are we inspired to live into that state? Are we ready to prepare ourselves to become a seeker, to live into that state? understand another point. First point, this author who lived almost 900 years ago, he was one of the great masters in India. He did not take help of any cult, dogma, belief, religion, god, goddesses, nothing. Pure understanding. What is understanding is knowledge. What happens in meditation? The knowledge of the real self is revealed when we are in the highest meditation. When that knowledge is revealed, it cannot be reversed. It is irreversible. So when it is irreversible, in day-to-day life, we use the term awakening. We use the term in meditation, awakening. We also use the term realization, knowledge of the reality, knowledge of the real self. But understand that the knowledge is realized in stages. Today is a brief introduction of this series. So knowledge is realized in stages, the way the seed does not become a tree overnight. Same way, the knowledge cannot be realized within few minutes or days. We need to understand, we need to practice, and then we need to go deeper by regular practice. First thing is the knowledge. Now understand the very process that is explained in this journey. What is the process? First, the listening. Listening and learning the principles of Eastern wisdom. Second is contemplation and reflection. So after learning and listening, we should contemplate and reflect. While learning and listening, teacher, knowledge, and the seeker, three are present. But when you are contemplating and reflection, teacher is not present, knowledge, and you are present. Why? It removes the wrong notion that is going on in the mind. That inspires the mind to practice meditation. I was just asking Patricia, have you been doing the practice regularly? 8 years of yoga teachers training. So she is honest. And you see that if I'm not inspired from inside, then the regular practice does not take place. But who has to inspire me from inside? The knowledge. How? When I contemplate and reflect. When I reflect on that, then it inspires me and I feel that yes, that is the way it has to be practiced. Few more points. So as I discussed that this three steps are very important. That is why we have a master and a seeker tradition. Listening and learning. Learning what? Are you learning from this beer guy? No. I use the text where the knowledge is. So I follow the tradition. So tradition contains the knowledge. So that knowledge is passed on to the seeker. So do you get 100%? Do you receive that knowledge 100%? The answer is no, because the mind is fickle, wandering. So it means when this mind is purified, we use the word purification. I will pick up that word later. So what is purification first, and then the mind is inspired. When that will happen? Through the contemplation and reflection. What contemplation does? The contemplation makes you understand, it brings the clarity. This is what meditation is. This is what the principle is. And what the reflection does? The reflection removes the wrong notions. What is the wrong notions? Am I the body? Ask yourself. So I have to reflect on this. If I am not the body, then who am I? If I am the mind, no. Body is an instrument, mind is an instrument, intellect is an instrument, ego is an instrument. Behind that, there is the real self. So once we remove that wrong notions, we have a clarity. There is a natural inspiration and motivation not to leave the practice. Third step comes nididhyasan. Nididhyasan is a Sanskrit word which represents both mindfulness and meditation. And as we continue the practice, as I made it very clear, that knowledge is realized in stages. Pick one point and then we will go for a practice. I see you. You see me. So there is a knower, there is a seer inside who sees you. Right? You have a seer also who sees this guy. This is known as direct perception by the sense organs. Clear? So direct perception by the sense organs is not the valid means for the meditation. Why I said so? That is why we close our eyes in every practice of meditation. Otherwise, we should have seen, come on, real self, come in front of me. I will see you and I'm done. See? Do you understand that? Are you clear? So if we are clear, then when I close my eyes, I must maintain an awareness. Is the mind running after the world outside and still wants to visualize some objects and the people inside my head? That needs to be dropped. Then only sensory perception can be dropped. Now, think of, do you have sometimes, we all have experienced pain, hunger, thirst. Tell me, this hunger, thirst, pain, including the space and the time, can all of them be seen by the sense organs? No, but the seer is there. Did you understand that? So when I see, when I become aware, when I know without the help of the sense organs, we use the word witness. You have heard the word witness. I'm making it very clear. Witness. Witness means is also a knower, knower of the pain, knower of the hunger, knower of the thirst, knower of the time. That is not happening without the sense organs. I'm not saying that you look at the watch and you say it is 8:15 Arizona time. You are looking at the digits. You are not looking at the time. Internally, you know, time has passed. Time is not passing when you have a lot of suffering. Oh, time has passed quickly. Do you see that time in the space, in the hunger and the thirst, I am a knower inside. Did you get it? When I know that knower, I'm in meditation 24/7. Then you need not to practice. You are already there. That is what this text talks about. He's such a great genius, extraordinary genius. He wrote 15 chapters. First 5 chapters he talks about what is absolute existence, what exactly is the truth, with reference to the real self. Then what exactly is the consciousness? Next 5 chapters. That's why it is known as Panchdashi. Panchdashi means 15 in Sanskrit. And the next 5 chapters he says, what is that permanent happiness? Where it is? How you can realize that. I'm repeating again one more point. This master has gone beyond the cult, dogma, belief, religion. Even he did not mention the word yoga. He did not mention even the word meditation. He gave a very casual reference. Last point, we should take it and then we will go for meditation. My master in the Himalayas says that once you have realized that meditation is an irreversible process, you are living in meditation 24/7. Then what you have to do with the text, what you have to do with the teacher, leave both of them. Walk the path alone. Can any scientist say that? They do not dare to say that. That is the beauty of this journey of Eastern wisdom. That is the beauty. The books and the text are lying on the shelf for how many years? 7, 8, 10 years. Did we study it? No. We need it. We have studied, the knowledge is already realized. My master says, throw that book, burn that book. Look at, that is the ultimate understanding and the journey of this Eastern wisdom and the self-discovery. And this master is extraordinary genius. But it does not mean he discovered new principles. Every master has to follow, or they followed the same principles, which was discovered 10,000 years ago. I think I talked about it. Buddha, when Buddha was doing the practice, he recalled another master, Kapila, who lived 3,000 years ago. And Buddha said, Kapila was a great master who defined meditation or mindfulness as devoid of all the contents. So he gave a new expression. Same principle. He said emptiness, nothingness. Another part that he said, it is a non-practice. Why it is a non-practice? That I will take up later. Non-practice means that you are not doing any practice. So in this series on Saturdays, we are definitely in the non-practice mode. Get ready for the practice of meditation now, or mindfulness, whatever you say.